Imagine being on the brink of losing everything you've worked for. Late one night, Jimmy Donaldson, better known as MrBeast, sat in his small, dimly lit bedroom, staring at a screen that could decide his future. His channel was collapsing faster than he could imagine, subscribers bleeding away with every passing hour. The internet, a place once full of opportunity, now felt like a closing trap. But why was this happening? What had gone so devastatingly wrong? A single video, the one supposed to catapult him to stardom, was backfiring spectacularly. All those years of effort, all that passion, all could vanish in an instant. But wait, there's a twist you wouldn't believe. Let me take you back to where this all started. Let's rewind to a time before the world knew his name, when Jimmy was just a small-town teenager with a big dream. In the quaint, sleepy town of Greenville, North Carolina, young Jimmy spent countless hours in his cluttered room, dreaming of becoming the next big YouTube sensation. Surrounded by posters of his favorite creators and a clutter of outdated gaming consoles, the room was his sanctuary. His days were filled with school, but come evening, he'd dive straight into the world of pixels and uploads. He wasn't popular, nor did he have resources, but he had a spark, a relentless passion for creating content that could one day capture the world. His friends didn't quite get it, brushing off his dedication as a phase. But Jimmy knew better. Little did he realize that his journey would soon teeter on the edge of disaster. Life in Greenville was simple, almost predictable. For Jimmy, school was just an obligatory part of life, a necessary background noise to his real passion, YouTube. He'd rush through homework, desperate to return to his digital drawing board. With a thrifted camera and a passion for making people smile, Jimmy began posting videos. They weren't much at first, just fun little skits, gaming commentary, and occasional vlogs. But every upload taught him something new. Each video wasn't just content. It was a stepping stone. His mother, a single parent working multiple jobs, worried about his future. But she believed in him, even when the numbers were bleak. Family dinners were a delicate dance of him reassuring her, promising that something big was coming. His channel was slowly gaining traction, and for a moment, everything seemed to be aligning perfectly. But here's the thing, everything started to feel a little too perfect. It was almost eerie. The channel's growth plateaued, and with it, Jimmy's confidence wavered. Upload after upload, the numbers stalled. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Around him, other creators were skyrocketing to fame, leaving him in their digital dust. Concerned glances from his mother grew more frequent. Friends who once cheered him on gradually drifted away, tired of hearing about a dream that seemed perpetually out of reach. Underneath his calm exterior, Jimmy was battling doubt. Maybe they were right. Maybe he wasn't cut out for this. But then a spark of inspiration came, a video idea that felt different, felt revolutionary. He proposed a radical concept, an absurd challenge, loaded with risk but bubbling with potential. This was it, or so he thought. As the challenge video rolled out, the anticipation was palpable. Picture this, a countdown to a massive, life-changing moment that was supposed to be Jimmy's breakout success. But instead of fireworks, there was silence. The views trickled in agonizingly slow. Feedback was lukewarm, and worse, the critical comments began to pour in. Unoriginal! Desperate! The phrases stung like venom. Behind the screen, his fingers trembled. This was supposed to be it, the video that would turn everything around. Yet, here he was, watching his subscriber count wobble dangerously. In the silence of his room, panic wrapped itself around him like a cold blanket. His mother's footsteps echoed softly behind the door, a reminder of the stakes. Failure wasn't just about personal disappointment. It was about letting down the one person who always believed in him. But wait, it gets so much worse. If you're feeling the tension from this story, hit that like button. Every click helps more than you might think. And if you want to uncover exactly what happened next in Jimmy's journey, make sure to subscribe for the full story. Trust me, it's about to get even more intense. The backlash grew louder, spreading through forums and comment sections. It was as if the entire internet had turned against him. But then came the real blow, a message from a trusted friend, a betrayal. "I'm out." The words were simple, yet crushing. His closest collaborator, someone who had been there from the start, was abandoning ship. They had lost hope, leaving Jimmy alone to navigate the stormy seas. As if navigating a treacherous digital minefield wasn't enough, now the trust was broken too. Jimmy felt trapped in a nightmare of his own creation, and the consequences were bleeding into real life. His mother's worried eyes met his across the dinner table. How was he supposed to fix this? Everything seemed to spiral out of control, pulling him further away from the dream he had cherished for so long. And then, like a bolt from the blue, it happened. A comment left by a random viewer buried in the noise. Why not try something you've never done before? It was a lifeline, a glimmer of hope. Jimmy sat up, adrenaline coursing through him. He had nothing to lose now. Fueled by desperation and a sudden burst of creativity, he decided to pivot. A new video idea took shape, a dare so outrageous, so out of the box that it was bound to catch attention. Late nights blurred into early mornings as he toiled, driven by an urgency that defied exhaustion. The final edit was rushed, but he didn't care. This was his Hail Mary. As he hit upload, the hours that followed felt eternal. Then, an unexpected notification. His phone lit up with alerts, views skyrocketing, shares multiplying. The internet was ablaze, and Jimmy was at its center, reborn. In the glow of his computer screen, Jimmy watched the numbers climb, an overwhelming mix of relief and disbelief washing over him. It was happening. His channel was finally gaining the traction he'd dreamed of. The messages started rolling in, not of doubt, but of support and admiration. His mother's cautious optimism turned into proud encouragement, a warmth he'd been yearning for. The betrayal and doubts didn't vanish overnight, but this success was a balm, a sign that perseverance could indeed pay off. Jimmy reached out to his estranged friend, extending an olive branch. Maybe things could be mended. Maybe this was the beginning of something even bigger. It was a lesson learned in resilience, creativity, and the strength found in moments of sheer desperation. His journey was far from over, but now it felt like it was truly beginning. So what do you think? If you were in Jimmy's shoes, would you have had the courage to keep going? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if it resonated with you and subscribe for more incredible stories. Until next time, keep pushing through your own challenges.